Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can imagine, I once again forgot to turn the camera on as I had started this project and then realized, oh hey. So here we have the lawnmower. After it had been sitting out all winter, I had pulled out the mower, mowed twice, and the third time I went to mow the lawn, it was not starting, it was just cranking over, and so I pulled the wire on the coil, and sure enough, it wasn't getting spark. So I decided to pull the cover off, and well, lo and behold, the rust that had built up on the flywheel and the ignition coil was, as you can see, unreal. And I don't think it was just from the winter itself. We also had a couple good rainstorms after I had mowed those 2 times previously. So as always, I have a lot of projects for you, so thanks for watching. Let's get started.
All right, so we're gonna get this out of the way. Take this little fuel pump off. Without losing a little bolt. Running out of room to work. All right, now it's out of the way. Got a couple rags covering the oil port over here. And I'm gonna cover the carburetor and stuff. This one, we've already got stuff. Trying to keep everything cleaned up and out of there. Okay, so we'll stuff that in there. Try to keep the wire wheel from catching it. But now we're going to hit that and clean that up. Got safety glasses on.
Here I'm just going to pull the ignition coil off, show you how rusted and everything it is. I tried cleaning it real quick and it was going to take a little more, so I decided just to run uptown and grab one. They didn't have one, so we went ahead and made another plan. Here I'm just showing you that it is an Ariens EZR 1440 model and that it was the Briggs & Stratton Vanguard 14 horsepower motor.
So real quick, I was just gonna show you, I couldn't find one in town. So this is the next best thing. As you can see, there's one there, there's one there, there's one right here. Just to show you a few, like I said, they're usually, if you can't find some of the old parts, come out to your local salvage yard. That's paradise when you're trying to find old parts right there. Anyway, but I did get the coil and another part for my carburetor, so worked out great. So let's go. This is the one I got from the salvage yard. Just gonna clean it up and then we'll put everything back together. Okay, so I've got this all cleaned up,
Took the wire wheel to it a little bit, just kind of being careful. Got a few spots, but looks much better for that one. Here's the old one. I'm gonna still clean this and use it as a backup, but I'm going to take this off and use that heat sleeve, put on the new one. That one took the whole thing off, so I'll have to crimp that back on there. Push that back out. Put the heat sleeve on. Make sure that wire's laid over so it'll get contact there. Okay. So put that screwdriver in there to hold that. One side. Try to open up. Oop. Just try to open that up a little bit and then fold these back just a little bit. Enough to get that wire back in there. Push it up in there like so. And then take and squeeze those back together. Use the different parts of your pliers and get in there to squeeze them a little bit. Just like that. Straight out of the factory. What I am going to do is the redneck method. And this I have done for a lot of times myself. I know many people have done it, but this works really well. Some use things that are a little bit thicker, but I've always used a piece of paper that's just folded in half. So it's like two pieces of paper. But you line it up with the magnet, so you can see the magnet right here. Line that up with the magnet, line your holes up. Now I just get those fairly snug. They don't usually move. I've never really had one move on me. Snug there. Now, to get this out, you can try to pull it out, but it's with that magnet stuck. So you can kind of just roll that out, pull it out, and there you have it. So here I'm just trying to get that end back on that ignition coil wire. I had to sit and fight to get that over that sleeve and everything, and then get the spark plug put back in, and then later I'll come back and tighten that up. Always more than you remember taking out.
Okay, I'll grab the rest of those parts.
At this point, I'm putting the fan and the bracket back in place on the flywheel, after which I'll tighten up the spark plug. Of course, never over tighten those. And from there, I'll continue on placing the brackets and the hardware for the rest of the housing. Another thing I'll mention is I don't really worry too much about torques or torque specs unless it's usually involved in opening up the motor or certain things. That's mostly pertaining to other outer parts, brackets, and hardware, and that's just me. Everybody has to make their own calls and do what they want. There's many times when I will find the manual, look things up online as far as specs, and I will go through and follow those instructions, but there's many different parts that I just use my best judgment and do things the way I do. So, and it's always worked out, but anyway, you've got to do what works for you, so we'll keep going. Here I made the mistake putting the housing on. I had some of the little bolts that we had misplaced or something, and we couldn't find them because of the day before with the bad weather. So I had to take that back off along with the fuel pump, and then go back through and put the housing and the bracket and the fuel pump back in place. Also, in the future, as I do more of these and hopefully get much better, I hope to get more detailed, just trying to simplify and help people out a little more. Hopefully I improve more on my camera abilities, you know, in the positioning of the camera and everything with all the different things going on. I know when my boys are helping me, that really helps out quite a bit. But anyway, let's finish up.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to start her up, see how she does. Smell gas. Oh, shit. Don't forget that. And numb nut. There, let's try that again. Whoa! get that cover and the front of this put back on, so I'm going to finish that up and then we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. So I don't know if I've said it yet on here or not, but I have a lot of projects. And recently, my older boy was driving the Dodge. And as you can see, oh yeah, see the shroud? It's all cracked, but the pulley for the water pump came right off the shaft. And so the clutch fan and everything hit the radiator. And I have not looked yet to see what all damage. He said it was leaking some radiator fluid, antifreeze. So anyway, this might be another project real soon. But yep, just came right off there. I'm pretty sure they're pressed on, but not very impressed. So anyway, that'll be another one happening soon. So stay tuned.